Dua Lipa claps back to all that stripper backlash.
David Dobrik reveals his very strange shower routine.
Selena Gomez revealed she believes she was emotionally abused by Justin Bieber.
What is up, you guys? I'm Sussan Mourad.
And I'm Dorsey.
Welcome to Celebrity Lowdown here on the big comfy couch, you guys. Welcome back to the show. Now, you might notice some things happening on the table this week.
I think I say you might notice that Emil looks a little different.
Of course, Emil is still on vacation, living his best life. He'll be back next week. We miss him so much. But until then, we're going to get on with the show, and we've got some Cocoa Krispies and some Cocoa Puffs. Now, last week, we had a bit of a conversation about Cocoa Puffs and Cocoa Krispies, and I was also saying that we called them Cocoa Pops in Australia, or we were wondering if we were talking about the same things.
Yeah.
So we figured this week we'll try some out and just, have some fun with it. I couldn't get Cocoa Pops because they were on Amazon for $50 or $20 or something like crazy like that, and they were going to take 2 weeks to arrive from Australia. So I was like, it's all good.
These are perfect.
These are perfect, and Cocoa Krispies actually look like what we call Cocoa Pops.
Oh, well, this is probably the same thing.
I think it's probably the same thing. So stick around. We're going to get stuck into that, and also our emoji challenge from last week. So let's just jump into the show.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So as you know, it was the Grammys this past Sunday, and of course, music's night of nights did not disappoint.
And with the Grammys always comes a lot of cool after parties. Again, our invites must have got lost in the mail because we didn't receive any over here.
What keeps happening with our invites?
I don't know.
Oh,
they must be sending it to the old Clevver address.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's totally what it is. We're just cool enough. Anyway, moving on. This week, Dua Lipa sparked a debate online about feminism after a video of her showering a stripper with dollar bills at a Grammy after party went viral.
So Dua Lipa, along with others like Rosalia and Lil Nas X, were spotted out at Lizzo's Grammys after party in Hollywood on Sunday night.
Lizzo shared some videos and pics of their night out.
But one video in particular became a really hot topic on the internet this week. It was a video of Dua Lipa, Rosalia, and more can be seen making it rain as strippers dance in front of them.
Twitter caught wind of this video, and there seemed to be a lot of mixed reactions about it.
Yeah, one fan took to Twitter to share how upset they actually were with this video. Their original tweet is in Spanish, but we did our best to translate it for you. They wrote, quote, "What a good example, Dua Lipa, Lizzo, Rosalia, sexualizing women, but well afterwards they say they are feminists."
And the follow tweets agreeing with the sentiment started coming on in. One person wrote, quote, "Dua Lipa is canceled." And another said, "T alert, Dua Lipa is officially canceled. She went on a strip club, and the problem is not the fact that she's a woman. The problem is that she's trying too hard. It's cringy because it looks so forced. So out of her character, she wants to play the bad Dua Lipa is over party."
Yeah, and things got so out of hand on Twitter that Dua Lipa is over party actually started trending. But if you take a closer look at the actual hashtag, you'll notice that most of the tweets using the hashtag were actually defending Dua.
So one fan pointed this out and said, quote, "The only people trending this hashtag are the ones defending Dua." Dua Lipa's fan base quickly came to her defense, talking about how the hashtag actually posed a contradictory argument.
One person wrote, quote, "Isn't being feminist supposed to mean that women can do whatever they want? So who cares if they're strippers? That's their choice, and Dua, Rosalia, and Lizzo are doing nothing bad by supporting them attending the show, LMAO."
Another said, quote, "Y'all trying to cancel her for going to a strip club? Why is it completely okay and normal for men to do it, but now that a woman, female, does it, it's a problem? Y'all and y'all double standards, kinda gross."
And there were so many more tweets that were really just confused about what all the commotion was about. And at the time the hashtag was trending, we hadn't actually heard anything from Dua yet on all the backlash until now.
After a few pics and clips teasing the new single and video release of her new track Physical and upcoming album Future Nostalgia, Dua gave an epic response to all the strip club backlash and online debate with one post.
She tweeted this pic from the night with the caption, "Lizzo invited us to Crazy Girls to celebrate her Grammy wins, and I knew exactly what I had to do. Support your local girl gang."
Yas, Dua, we see you, girl. And so many Twitter fans were in support of Dua's post and her being at the strip club to support Lizzo and her Grammy wins. Like this person who said, "Drag them." And exactly, clear 'em, sis.
But of course, there were also some fans who were still not happy with Dua's response and the fact that she was actually there. Like this person who said, "You're not supporting women with this. Please erase it." And Hello, Dua. I know you're aware of the Twitter debacle, but the reality is that I think it was wrong. I'm sending this to you and I don't know if you will answer me, but I do it because I love you so much and I know that you are a beautiful human being. We all make mistakes. It seems again, fans were divided.
I don't see what the big deal is. I see nothing wrong with going to a strip club and supporting other women who choose to dance.
But not only that, it was actually Lizzo's after party, so that's just the location that it was at.
Right.
And you know, everyone's entitled to do what they want.
I think people just need to relax a little, you know?
Yeah, don't start now, as Dua Lipa would say. And on that note, I think it's time for us to try some Cocoa Puffs.
Chillax. Eat
Chillax.
a Cocoa Puff. Drink some water.
Drink some almond milk. P.S. None of this is sponsored. And I've never actually had Cocoa Puffs before, so I'm very excited.
You're a Cocoa Puff virgin?
I'm a Cocoa Puff virgin.
I'm so happy to be here to witness this.
I know. Do you want to hold your Cocoa Puffs?
Sure. This christening.
Are you one of those people that lets it like soak for a little while, or do you like to just dig in?
I like a little soak.
A little soak?
I'm a fan of that initial crunch.
So
Thank you. Cheers with our spoons.
Cheers. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God, Susan, your first bite. Yo. I haven't had these in years.
Oh my God, so tasty.
It hits different. It hits different.
It's almost got like a nutty taste, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe that's the almond milk.
Good one.
I saw a meme. A kid was like, they asked the kid, where does milk come from? And he was like, nut.
This is so good. I actually am a bit of a cereal monster, I call myself, because I go to the cereal aisle at the supermarket, and for me, it's like being in a candy aisle. I love eating them straight out of the box, dry. I love
totally.
Cheerios. I love Fruit Loops. I love Frosted Flakes.
So good.
Or toasted muesli. Oh, these are so good.
Cereal just hits the spot, man. Well, if you've ever wondered what David Dobrik's morning routine is like or how he starts the day, well, David this week revealed it all. And not gonna lie, some of it was pretty interesting to say the least.
Vanity Fair released a new video with David this week called Everything David Dobrik Does in a Day. And as the name suggests, it's everything David does in a day.
And for us personally, some of the most interesting stuff was what he does in the morning after he is out of bed, and in particular, while he is in the shower.
So while you're thinking of David in the shower without that being weird, first David revealed that he brushes his teeth and shaves in the shower, and that he does everything in the shower because he hates actually coming out to the sink to do stuff, which I totally get. I love brushing my teeth in the shower and also shaving in the shower.
Really?
So I get that. Yes.
I get shaving in the shower, but I feel like brushing my teeth, I'm gonna spit and it's gonna get on my leg.
Yeah, but then everything just cleans off with the water. That's what I love about it.
You're right. I can see that. But then David reveals what he uses to wash his hair.
I use Suave Kids shampoo, either Strawberry Splash or Watermelon Blast. I've been using this shampoo for as long as I can remember. I used to use it because I used to take baths a lot, and it was the only shampoo that allowed me to go underwater because it said it was tear-free, which is actually tear-free. I didn't know. If it gets in your eyes, you're still crying.
Okay, cute. David uses baby shampoo to wash his hair, which is very interesting, but I totally get it. Because it must mean he has like baby soft, smooth hair. You know?
Sensitive. It's good for your skin.
Yes.
But that wasn't the funniest thing David revealed that he does in the shower.
So David almost hesitated before telling us the next part, but he does this really weird thing with the water, and when he shuts off the water, like literally every single time he takes a shower. We'll let him explain. He first started off with this.
This is so stupid. It's gonna sound so bizarre. I open my mouth and I let the water pour into my mouth. And I turn the shower off. And when I hear the final drops in the shower, I take the water and I spit it into my hand here.
Okay, are you just as confused as us as to where this is going? Okay, then David continued to explain with this.
And I let it drop on the ground, and I'm hoping that this sounds nuts, and I'm hoping that the drop from my hand is louder than the last pieces of water that fell out of the shower. Does that make sense? I know this sounds absolutely insane, but I do this every time, and if I don't have the splash of water be loud, I have to redo the whole cycle and I have to turn the shower on. I know it sounds so stupid. I feel like a psychopath.
Okay, interesting. Like, I'm totally down for some games in the shower, but the fact that he does this every single time, like every day when he showers, is pretty crazy, not gonna lie. And he even said at the end, quote, "I feel like a psychopath." I mean, I wouldn't say you're a psychopath, but I would say it's pretty weird.
It's okay. I eat the same thing every day pretty much, and people say that's a sign of being a sociopath. So
You do eat the same thing every day?
kind of.
What's
I
that?
like rotate between things. It's usually like an acai bowl and then a salad from the same place and then some popcorn with some tahini.
Well, I was doing meal prep and I think I ate the same thing for lunch every day for 3 months, which was like quinoa, some edamame beans, and some like ground turkey.
It was the same every day.
It was the same. I got so bored.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Or we're just both sociopaths.
Speaking of sociopaths and food, I think it's time we try our Cocoa Krispies, which are probably quite similar to Cocoa Pops.
I was gonna say, have you had these before?
So I haven't had this variety called the Cocoa
Okay.
Krispies, but I think they're the same as Cocoa Pops, what we call Cocoa Pops. But
I was gonna say, spoiler alert.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
Snap, crackle, and pop. They kind of taste the same. I don't think you're in for a.
Big surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna recycle our. Ooh. Oh well, it fell on the floor.
3
See,
second
3
rule.
second rule. It's fine. It's
fine.
It's fine. It's like the floor's pretty clean here, I think, at Clevver.
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers. You're like, let's cheers with the bowl, not the spoons after it fell on the floor.
Okay, here we go.
Mmm.
Wow. It's just like childhood comes back.
I know. This is exactly like Cocoa Pops that we eat in Australia.
Yeah.
So good. Mmm.
It's so funny that they have different names, but it's the same exact thing. Same company, you think? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Hello.
It hits. If you
Again,
haven't
not
had 'em.
sponsored.
Not sponsored.
So good.
Just free promo.
You know what I love? Free. We love a free promo. You know what I love as well? When you let it like, you forget that it's there
Yeah.
and you come back like 10, 20, 1 hour later and it's completely soggy.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It's
you
still
like that?
Yeah, I like it whichever way.
You like the soggy cereal.
I like it crunchy, but I'll take a soggy cereal any day.
You get chocolate milk at that point, that's a bonus. I get it.
2 for 1. Just like a chocolate milkshake, only crunchy.
Chocolate milkshake right here.
Yes.
Switching gears for the first story of our rapid round, this week has been a really tough and emotional one after news broke of a tragic helicopter accident that shocked the entire world and has since had us all grieving. 9 lives were lost: Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna Bryant, Peyton Chester, Sarah Chester, Alyssa Altobelli, Carrie Altobelli, John Altobelli, Christina Mauser, and the pilot Ara Zobayan. Our deepest condolences and prayers go out to all of the victims, their fans, and their families. I know it's a hard time, you guys. Just remember to spread love to all those around you today and cherish every day.
That's right. Spread some love today. It's been a really tough week for everyone, especially as information continues to come out about this horrific accident. But our prayers and thoughts and condolences go out to everybody affected by this tragedy. But switching gears again for our next story, by no means does it take away from our hurt and respect for all the lives lost. Of course, the Grammys were also this past Sunday, and the loss of Kobe and everyone else on that helicopter deeply impacted all of those who were there also. And so many of our favorites were there. We can't recap all of it, but to recap just a little part of it, Billie Eilish cleaned up, taking home 5 awards, including Song of the Year, Best New Artist, Album of the Year, Record of the Year, and Best Pop Vocal Album. Lizzo also walked away with 3 Grammys, and we need to give a shout out to our girl Ariana Grande, who literally shut down the red carpet and also shut down the Grammys with her incredible performance.
She looked bomb.
Oh, she looked bomb. Like for me, she
So
was my
good.
favorite
Same.
look on the red carpet.
Came back with a bang. Also, Selena Gomez this week opened up in an interview with NPR about seemingly feeling she suffered emotional abuse while in a relationship with Justin Bieber. When asked by the interviewer if certain times were the hardest time she's experienced, she responded no, because she's found the strength in it, and said, quote, "It's dangerous to stay in a victim mentality," before revealing this.
And I'm not being disrespectful. I do feel I was a victim to certain abuse. And
You mean emotional abuse?
Yes. And I think that it's something that I had to find a way to understand it as an adult. And I had to understand the choices I was making.
Well, Selena has certainly put all of that behind her, and this week she was spotted looking amazing, wearing a gold metallic dress, and she had her hair in these like gorgeous curls, shooting a brand new music video. All right, you guys, it's time for our emoji challenge. Now, last week, a lot of you picked it. I actually loved reading the comments and seeing as people were like, what are they doing? Oh, I know what you're doing. You're doing the emojis. And you guys guessed it right. We were actually being emojis. And we, some of them were like easier to distinguish than others.
Yeah.
So the first one we did was the praise hand emoji.
This guy.
Then we did the prayer emoji. Then we did the monkey hand over mouth.
This guy.
Apparently it's like speak no evil.
The monkey hand.
Yeah,
with the
monkey
mouth.
hand over the mouth. Oh, we did the A-okay.
A-okay.
A-okay. And then we did the twins, and that's where I think a lot of you guys were like, what?
Like, what are they doing?
Some people put a leg, and we were trying to be those two twins, that emoji of twins.
We were.
Maybe we failed at that attempt, but some of you guys got it. And then at the end, we did Drew. Some of you said Drew, and some of you said crown when she was being a crown and she was being Drew at the same time. So if you said either one of those, take a look if any of your answers were correct on this screen. Sorry, we couldn't include them all. But this week, Drew, what do you think we should do?
I don't know. See, it's hard for me to say because this is my second time on the big comfy couch, so I'm not really abreast to what you guys usually do.
Did you say breast?
Abreast.
Oh, abreast. How
Pull
about?
that one out.
Well, how about you guys? We've been eating some of these Cocoa Krispies and chocolate crispy things and Cocoa Pops.
Yep.
How many bites did we take? Combine the
I like
number
that.
of bites that I took and the bites that Drew took. Combine those bites together and put the number plus the bowl emoji.
That's good, Susan.
Yeah.
Because now they're gonna have to go back and rewind and rewatch, and the watch time's gonna be excellent.
And you gotta watch the end because we might still take another bite. You know what I'm saying?
Never know.
You never know. All right, you guys, it is time to move on to what is happening next week.
Tomorrow is the Super Bowl, you guys. We cannot wait to see the halftime show and all the commercials.
Oh, I know. I feel like I don't even know who's playing in the Super Bowl, but
I
I
have
know.
no idea.
Okay, I thought I was the only one who doesn't know. I don't know who's
No
really
idea.
playing, but I know it's in Miami, and I know J-Lo and Shakira are doing the halftime show.
All I knew was J-Lo and Shakira. This is news that it's in Miami. It's probably maybe the Dolphins.
There you go, maybe.
No.
Moving on to birthdays next week, we've got Harry Styles, Shakira, whose birthday is actually on the 2nd,
Oh my
which is the day
God.
of the Super Bowl, which is amazing.
It's awesome.
Who else's birthday do we have?
Also, Cristiano Ronaldo, Tinashe, Ricky Thompson, and Gabby Hanna. Oh my God, I love Ricky Thompson.
Oh my God, book them busy, baby. Oh my God.
I love, if you're watching this, I love you.
We
I
love you, Ricky Thompson. Come over and join us on the big comfy couch.
right here.
My favorite video of Ricky Thompson is just before the end of the year. He did that whole 2020, like going into.
Oh, yeah.
That was just literally like my hype song.
Yes.
Every time I needed a hype song, 2020, like my clear ass vision. Like honestly,
You're
love
funny,
you.
dude. Appreciate you.
All right, well that is it for today's episode of Celebrity Lowdown.
Oh my
It's come to
God.
an end. I know.
Thanks for watching, you guys.
I know. Thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Also, are you a fan of Cocoa Puffs or Cocoa Krispies? Which team are you? Do you have a preference?
This is like West Coast, East Coast battle, man. I don't think I have actually, I F with the Puffs. I'm a puffer.
I think I'm a crispy.
You're a crispy?
I think it's just because it feels like home. It feels like Cocoa Pops.
Yeah.
But I could totally be swayed.
Hey, let us know. Have you been swayed? Comment section below.
And also, don't forget, how many bites did we take? Actually, on that note, I'm going to take one more bite. Drew?
This is going to confuse you. Is this a bite?
I'll see you next week.
You don't know I did it. Use my hair as a curtain.
Oh, they're nice and soggy, just the way I like them. You guys, make sure you catch up on last week's episode of Celebrity Lowdown right over here, and then you know what this was all about.
Oh, yeah. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's waiting for you.
What are you doing with that box, Drew?
Just, burping it.